But the reason I brought up the idea of the car accident, I'm just making that up. That did not happen to me. I had other car accidents.
One that you remember.
One that I remember. But the reason I'm bringing that up is we have a tendency to create neural pathways in our mind and then fit our experience into those neural pathways. And we do it unconsciously. We don't even know we're doing it. So that's why it's important to allow your unconscious mind to provide you with the experience or the event that it believes that you would benefit the most from reframing. And you know, that's going to happen anyway, because you can't make this kind of thing happen. You can't say, I'm going to choose an event, and by George, that's the event that I'm going to choose to reframe. I mean, good luck if you can do that. Typically, it doesn't work that way. Typically, your unconscious mind wants the very best for you. Your unconscious mind wants to keep you safe. Your unconscious mind wants you to experience positive events. Your unconscious mind is actually working for you all the time. But these neural pathways typically get created when we're either very young or they're very traumatic. Either way, either way is okay. You can take a traumatic event, you can allow your unconscious mind to provide you with a traumatic event, or you can allow your unconscious mind to provide you with the event that you have no conscious memory of. That's okay. Your job during this process is to trust whatever comes up for you. Even if it doesn't make any sense on a conscious level, even if you have no conscious memory of it, that's okay. Just allow your unconscious mind to provide what it believes is the most important thing for you to reframe. And time permitting, we can do more than one. It just depends on how the time goes.
Especially if this event is when you're very young. A few years back, I went to the elementary school that I attended and went to a program inside the auditorium. When I was a student there, that was a huge place. When I went back there to attend the program there, it didn't seat 70 people. It was so small. I just had such a concept, an entirely different concept as a child. And that's the way we do. When we see things as children, we have a different vision of things. And when we go back and we visit it, and we reframe or change the way we view it as an adult, it can become monumental amount of things.
And the amazing thing about things that happen to us when we're very young is that we experience those things from the child's mind. And the child's mind is very different from the adult mind in many ways. One of those ways is that it believes that it is responsible for everything. Get back to the car accident. The child would probably believe, if it was 4 or 5 or how, if it was that young, the child would probably believe that it was the child's fault. Even though there's no connection at all. The child experiences what we call one mind until about the age of 5. And one mind means that you probably, if you have children, you probably are aware of this. The child thinks that everyone around them knows what's going on in the child's mind. It's like, you mean you don't know I'm thirsty? Where's my food? Until about the age of 5, the child believes that everyone knows what's going on. That's why the child feels so guilty. And that's why the child feels so responsible. The child has a negative thought. I mean, we all have negative thoughts. I wish so-and-so were dead, or, I wish a big bug would come along and eat them, or whatever, how silly kids are. But, something negative happens to that person, the child thinks, it's my fault. And then what happens is the child forgets. The child forgets that it thought that way, The child forgets the specific event, but the child doesn't forget the guilt. You see, the guilt is unconscious. That's the value of doing work like this. Because all of us have things like that happen when we were little kids. You know, we all wish somebody was dead or underwater.
Yeah, but you need to do this work a lot younger than 40 or 50.
Yeah, right.
10, 11.
Exactly. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if
Yeah,
we could
to get them
yes,
young. And,
wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It
get
sure
all
would.
that out.
And explain this to them. And you know, they could explain a lot to us too.
But they wouldn't have went through all the tragic events till they're 40 to go, wow, I'm really screwed up.
Let's reframe that. So that the child would say, or the 40 or 50-year-old would say, there is a part of me that is processing information in a way that is not to my highest good. Not that I'm all screwed up.
I wasn't talking about myself.
Oh, I know. You see the difference?